Which is better, the BMW iX, which starts at $75,000, or the Mercedes EQE SUV, starting at $78,000? Well, in this episode, we are going to find out. The iX has a very complex exterior design. On the front, it gets a massive grille, which is just for aesthetics, and you can pay extra for it to be illuminated. It has new headlights, which look sharper than before. This bumper has an aggressive look to it with massive vents. This aggressive looking bumper comes with the M Sport design pack. Base versions get a cleaner looking bumper. There are also a bunch of different creases on the hood. Down the side, the body panels are pretty smooth. The door handles are integrated into the door panels, giving it an even sleeker look. And this car has black trim, which is also part of the M Sport design pack. Base versions get chrome trim, but you can also get bronze trim on the iX. On the back, the iX has really slim taillights, and then it gets an aggressive looking rear bumper, which also comes with the M Sport design pack. The iX is a pretty heavy vehicle. The lightest version of the iX weighs above 5,500 pounds. Overall, it looks decent in my opinion. The EQE SUV has a very clean looking exterior. On the front, it gets a massive grille which is just for aesthetic purposes. The headlights are connected with a light bar. There are a couple of creases on the hood, and this vehicle has an aggressive looking bumper, which comes with the AMG line exterior pack. Base versions get a cleaner looking bumper. Down the side, the body panels are really smooth. It also gets flush door handles, giving it an even smoother look. This vehicle has the optional black trim. Base versions get chrome trim. On the back, it gets a light bar and a fairly aggressive looking rear bumper, which also comes with the AMG line exterior pack. This is also a pretty heavy vehicle. The lightest version of the EQE SUV weighs above 5,400 pounds. Overall, these cars don't look the best in my opinion. They look decent. The Mercedes has a beautiful interior. The design is amazing. It looks elegant, luxurious, and high-tech with these beautiful displays and the ambient lighting. The steering wheel looks amazing. It's an overall gorgeous cabin. Generally, the interior quality of Mercedes' vehicles is pretty good. For the most part, they have expensive feeling materials and they feel solid. Now, for the comfort features, it gets heated seats, front ventilated seats, front massaging seats, the heated steering wheel, and heated armrests. Though most of these features are optional, which you'll have to pay extra for if you want them. But overall, it's a lovely interior, and it's super high-tech. As standard, up front it has two displays. There's the driver's display and the main display, providing most vehicle controls. But then there's that hyperscreen, which you can pay extra for with base versions and comes standard with higher-end versions. It's basically this huge glass panel connecting the driver's display to the main display to another display for the passenger, which has special technology making it invisible for the driver. This looks so futuristic. So cool. This vehicle has over-the-air updates, so as you own it, it gets better over time. It has both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can pay extra for a heads-up display with this vehicle, and there are a lot of cool features it has. There's augmented reality for navigation, so when you set a destination, on the main display, it will show the front camera and display arrows pointing towards the direction you will have to go. That way you never make a wrong turn. This is insane. You can get this car with a built-in dash cam, and you can also get it with a HEPA filter, preventing harmful gases entering the cabin. It also has a feature called Guard 360 security system, where if the vehicle while parked gets impacted by something likely to cause damage, the surround view cameras will take photos of the area where the impact occurred. Those photos can then be seen on the main display or on the mobile app. The main display has some videos to watch, but only when the vehicle is parked. However, on the passenger display if equipped, they will work at all times. Overall, this is a wonderful cabin and a super high-tech car. There aren't any significant changes to the interior of the iX, and that's a good thing. This is a beautiful interior. It also looks high-tech, with these massive displays and the ambient lighting, which looks awesome at night. Usually BMW's vehicles have excellent interior quality. Their interiors have expensive feeling materials, which are solidly put together. It's a wonderful place to be in. Now, for the comfort features, it gets heated seats, front ventilated and massaging seats, the heated steering wheel, and heated armrests. Most of these features are optional though. They require extra. This vehicle up front has two displays as standard. There's the driver's display and the center display, providing most vehicle controls. As you own this vehicle, it improves over time with over-the-air updates. Each software update provides new features and bug fixes. Of course, it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This car is also available with a heads-up display. It also has some really cool features. The center display features YouTube, so you can watch videos on this display. It also has Air Console games, so you can play a bunch of different games on this display and control them with your phone. They only work when the vehicle is in park though. This car is also available with augmented reality for navigation, and it's also available with a HEPA filter. It's even available with a feature called Anti-Theft Recorder, where it will record footage using the exterior cameras when the vehicle's anti-theft alarm is triggered. Those recordings can then be seen on the main display or even on the mobile app. Overall, these are beautiful interiors and super high-tech vehicles. Now, how do these cars compare when it comes to practicality? With the rear seats up, the EQE SUV has up to 14 cubic feet of space in the trunk. With the rear seats down, the space goes up to 55 cubic feet. This vehicle can tow up to 4,000 pounds. It also has a dedicated off-road mode, providing a ton of info when going off-road. Its ground clearance is 7.1 inches. The iX's trunk is up to 36 cubic feet of space when the rear seats are up. When they're down, the space goes up to 78 cubic feet. It's a massive trunk. It also has a towing capacity of 5,500 pounds. There's no off-road mode with this vehicle like the Mercedes has. However, its ground clearance is 8.8 inches. All versions of the EQE SUV have a 96 kilowatt-hour battery pack that can charge at 170 kilowatts. The base model is rear-wheel drive with about 290 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. It has about 310 miles of range and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds. You can get the standard version with all-wheel drive, which will have 560 pound-feet of torque, 270 miles of range, and can go in 6.2 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour. There's a more powerful all-wheel drive version, 400 horsepower and 630 pound-feet of torque. It has about 280 miles of range, and it can complete the 0 to 60 time in 4.7 seconds. There's an even more powerful version, the AMG, about 620 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. Crazy numbers. It only has about 240 miles of range, but it can complete the 0 to 60 time in 3.4 seconds. Insanely quick. The base iX is all-wheel drive, about 400 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque. It has a 100.1 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which is good for a range of about 310 miles and can charge at 175 kilowatts. This version can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. There's an even more powerful all-wheel drive version, about 540 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. It has a 111.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which is good for a range of about 360 miles and can charge at 195 kilowatts. This version can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds. There's an even more powerful version, the M70. It has the same battery with a range of about 300 miles, 650 horsepower and 810 pound-feet of torque. Mind-blowing numbers here. This version can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. Insanely quick. Both vehicles have spring suspension as standard, but you can also get adaptive air suspension with both. This setup repeatedly adjusts the stiffness of the suspension based on the road conditions for a smoother, more comfortable ride, and better handling. And based on how fast the vehicle is traveling, it constantly adjusts the ride height for an even superior ride. All of these settings can be toggled manually as well. Both vehicles have sway bars, reducing body roll when turning, increasing stability. They both have variable ratio steering. With this, the steering ratio changes based on the steering angle and the vehicle speed. At low speeds, it makes the steering faster for better maneuverability. At higher speeds, it makes the steering slower to make it more controllable. Both vehicles have torque vectoring, which can send full power to the outer wheel with the most grip. Helps a lot with corner exiting traction. They both have rear wheel steering as an optional feature, which at low speeds turns the rear wheels at the opposite direction of the front wheels for a smaller turning circle. At higher speeds, they turn at the same direction as the front wheels for better stability. Now, since these cars are electric, there's that instant torque. Just floor the accelerator in any electric car, and it will take off instantly. It doesn't have to change gears. They only run on one gear, and that makes the driving experience a lot more enjoyable. Their huge battery packs also provide a low center of gravity, since it's mounted at the bottom. That helps to increase stability as well. And there's the one-pedal driving experience. These are luxurious SUVs, and the one-pedal driving makes the driving experience even more relaxing. Just lift your foot off the accelerator in any electric car, and it will stop on its own. While it stops, it will recharge the battery at the same time. And these vehicles have a lot of self-driving features. They're both available with adaptive cruise control, which can automatically accelerate and brake for vehicles in front, and steering assist to keep them inside of their lanes. You can also pay extra for features such as lane change assist, where they can change lanes by themselves, and park assist, where they can park by themselves. And these vehicles have a lot of safety features as standard. They both have forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, lane departure avoidance, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, and a lot of other safety features. So which is better, the new BMW iX or the Mercedes EQE SUV? These vehicles are amazing, but the iX is slightly better. It's the newest vehicle here, it has better range, charging speeds, and practicality. It's also super high-tech and luxurious. But do you guys agree? Let me know which vehicle do you guys prefer? And also what other car comparison video would you like to see? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on X, and turn on all notifications so you won't miss out on any new episode posted. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode.